Hi, in this session I'll be covering how to use the camera tool feature. So the camera tool is this icon right up here, and what it does is it enables you to basically do a screen capture of a cell region and paste it in as a picture, and that picture you can resize, and it basically is it can be dynamically linked to the cells that it was captured from, and whatever changes happen in that cell, it will adjust. So let's change this to 4.5, 4.5. That's the same. And maybe this one's 2. So we see this is the original chart, and this one is the one that's captured from it. This changed. And the nice thing about the output of the camera tool feature is you can adjust it, and it kind of keeps the aspect ratio. So it's kind of nice there. So how do you get this into the toolbar up here? This is called the Quick Access Toolbar. What you can do is go into More Commands, go to All Commands. I already have it here, but basically you go here, it's under the C heading, and once you select it, you just add it over and it will show up. Okay, so that gets it there. So let's see how we use it. It's pretty straightforward, and I'll go ahead and select this chart. Basically, if I select it outside of the chart area, I'm going to get these grid lines, and I don't want those grid lines. So what I'm going to do is select the cell above and use the arrow key and go down and press the shift key and use the down arrow key to select it. So I'll go down and use the right arrow key and go ahead and press the camera tool. So now we're going to see these marching ants. Go to another sheet and basically just left click and it'll paste it in there. And it'll paste it in there in the setting that it copied it. So we have this little option to go ahead and rotate it, and that's what I like to do there. Basically, that is giving you the option to resize it, to rotate it, and pretty much keeps its aspects. Oh, and by the way, this chart is called a bullet chart. I have another video on how to create bullet charts. But with bullet charts, you can't really create it in this format. Well, excuse me, in this orientation. It basically makes it's easier to create it in a column orientation. If you wanted to have it in a bar orientation like this, horizontal, it's fairly difficult. But what you can do is create it in this orientation and then just use the camera tool and change it. So what's nice about it is this chart is dynamic. Basically, the capture here is dynamic. If we changed this to 5, 5, everything to 5, maybe just keep that one. You can see it changed here, but it also changed here. So that's one way to use the camera tool feature. Another way to use the camera tool feature is copying and pasting as a picture link. And I'll show how to do that here. Let's say I have another chart here, and I'll do the same thing. Select the cell above, down arrow, shift, use the arrow key to select my cells here, and go ahead and do a Control C, or basically you can click that icon there. So I like to use the keyboard. Control C, we'll see our marching ants here, and go to our other sheet here, and just select the cell here, and go under the paste feature here, and paste as a picture, paste picture link. This basically does the same thing as the camera tool. If you don't like having it up there, you don't like going through the extra steps, you can just do that. And basically I've pasted this picture link. And earlier I got rid of the axes, so you mean they're still there. If I go back to the original sheet, press escape to deselect that, they're still there. You can see that if I click there, basically I just made the lines invisible, and any of the fonts, I made them the color white. So if I click here and right click it and format access and go to the line color, you can see there's no line color. If I put solid line, it'll be back. And basically also with the month headings, those are in a white color. So if I make that black, they'll be back. But I'm gonna take them off. I'll do Control Z to go back. So basically, I just have a line chart. And when I do that, oops, let's see, let me kind of go back, and it should disappear. Or if I resize it, it will probably disappear. Yes. Let's capture that again. Oh, I think it's because I moved this a little bit. So let's just make that capture again. I'll delete that. I'll go to my chart here, shift down arrow to the right, Control C, paste as a picture, paste picture link. And there you go. And this basically is the concept of this is a sparkline, basically a chart that's very minimal in terms of the axes information. Basically just tells you a trend, and it usually is good to put on dashboards. You make it kind of small, you kind of see a trend of something, and that is what we can use this camera tool feature for. So there's two ways to do it, either using the camera tool icon or a copy paste paste picture link. So hope that helps. Thanks for watching.